Would you like to be the President of the United States?
I really don't believe I would run it, but I would like to see somebody as the president who could do the job, and there are very capable people in this country.
Most people who are capable are not running for office. Most men are frightened of politics today.
It is a shame, isn't it?
This man ended up 40 years later becoming President of the United States. I want you to see this very cool video. It's a fun account on x.com called Historic Vids, and they find videos from the past and put them out there. And this is of a very young Donald Trump in his mid-30s, wearing a fantastic chocolate brown and coffee striped tie circa 1978, I want to say. And he's asked in this interview about whether he has any interest in politics, specifically president.
For some people, the ultimate goal in life has been becoming the President of the United States. Would you like to be the President of the United States?
I really don't believe I would run it, but I would like to see somebody as the president who could do the job, and there are very capable people in this country.
Most people who are capable are not running for office. Most men are frightened of politics today.
It is a shame, isn't it?
Yes.
It is a shame. The most capable people are not necessarily running for political office, and that is a very sad commentary on the country. They had major corporations and they had this and that, but they are not running for political office.
Why wouldn't someone like yourself run for political office? You have all the money that you possibly need. You've accomplished a great deal, even though you are only 34. I know there's a lot of things that you possibly can do in the years ahead. Why wouldn't you dedicate yourself to public service?
Because I think it's a very mean life. I would love and I would dedicate my life to this country, but I see it as being a mean life. And I also see it as somebody with strong views and somebody with the kind of views that are maybe a little bit unpopular, which may be right, but may be unpopular, wouldn't necessarily have a chance of getting elected against somebody with no great brain but a big smile. And that's a sad commentary for the political process.
Television, in a strange way, has ruined that process, hasn't it?
It's hurt the process very much. I mean, the Abraham Lincolns of the world, Abraham Lincoln would probably not be electable today because of television. He was not a handsome man, and he did.
All right. A couple of things to comment on here. First of all, and first and foremost, because we show a lot of videos of Joe Biden back in the day, because he's got a 50-year political career, and he was on television back in the day. We show you video of Joe Biden from 3 years ago, and the difference is stark. Joe Biden 3 years ago seems like a different guy based on his ability to finish a sentence and his physical appearance. And, well, sure, the years have changed the physical appearance of Donald Trump, changes all of us over, what is this, 40 years ago? 45 years ago? But do you notice how he's kind of the same guy? His speech cadence is the same guy. His vocabulary is the same. His delivery is the same. His mannerisms are the same. Joe Biden is literally a different person. First of all, his face has been reconstructed, I think. Certainly his hairline has. By the way, so is mine. So it's okay for me to make fun of that. Joe Biden comes across like a caricature, an old man caricature of Joe Biden, when it's the real thing. Donald Trump is what he is. It's weird in a way, and eerie, that you hear this guy at 34 years old and he basically sounds like the 78-year-old man you see at a rally today. It's also rather ironic that he says, they're saying, well, television has ruined it, so a really smart guy couldn't be president, or someone who's really effective, because you got to be good looking and you got to, first of all, I think Donald Trump's pretty good looking here. But secondly, Donald Trump possibly became president because of television, because of his use of television, his ability to harness that medium. So it's sort of weird to watch him, lamenting with this journalist that, television has changed the game and really smart and good, effective people will never be able to run and win because of how television does it. It's like he utilized his star power and his celebrity from reality television to actually sort of parlay that into a winning presidential campaign, and continues to utilize the medium better than anybody else. Megyn Kelly saw this video and on X made two observations, and I think that they're worth sharing. Number one, he really does look like Eric Trump. He looks like his son. So it's weird that the son that bears his name, Donald Trump Jr., bears some resemblance, but nothing like Eric. If you look here, that is amazing. And she also says there's something riveting about this. She got attacked, as usual, by lefty, crazy, lunatic liberals for saying there's something riveting, but there actually is. And I just want to watch part of it again with you, because how is this not riveting? When you know that this man ended up 40 years later becoming president of the United States. And here he is at the age of 34 musing about it and musing about entering politics and about what's wrong with politics. And also, even more importantly, listen to when he dwells on the fact that if you are a politician or if you're a leader or if you're an elected official and you voice ideas and policies, sometimes in a not very nice way, how you will be attacked. Basically, what he's saying is, listen, if I were going to run for office, I would want to fix things, and it might not be real popular with everybody, but it's got to be done. And suddenly, if you're not the nice guy with the big smile, everybody's going to attack you. I mean, knowing Donald Trump's presidency and the way he was attacked, there is something incredibly, profoundly riveting about this. When I first saw it, I thought it might have been AI generated because it's eerily prophetic. Let's watch it again.
For some people, the ultimate goal in life has been becoming the president of the United States. Would you like to be the president of the United States?
I really don't believe I would run it, but I would like to see somebody as the president who could do the job. And there are very capable people in this country.
Most people who are capable are not running for office. Most men are frightened of politics today.
It is a shame, isn't it?
Yes.
It is a shame. The most capable people are not necessarily running for political office. And that is a very sad commentary on the country. They had major corporations and they had this and that, but they are not running for political office.
Why wouldn't someone like yourself run for political office? You have all the money that you possibly need. You've accomplished a great deal, even though you are only 34. I know there's a lot of things that you possibly can do in the years ahead. Why wouldn't you dedicate yourself to public service?
Because I think it's a very mean life. I would love and I would dedicate my life to this country, but I see it as being a mean life. And I also see it that somebody with strong views and somebody with the kind of views that are maybe a little bit unpopular, which may be right, but may be unpopular, wouldn't necessarily have a chance of getting elected against somebody with no great brain, but a big smile.
It's pretty stunning also when you think of Joe Biden and that big smile that he's got, and let's face it, no great brain. Somebody with great ideas and the approach of getting this done, but maybe unpopular, doesn't stand a chance, he says. Incredibly riveting to watch that. And I'm so glad somebody unearthed that and was able to post it. And also, by the way, there's something about seeing Donald Trump out of his element and seeing him back in the day as a businessman. It reminded us, of course, of this video where, if you remember, Donald Trump took time off from being CEO of his organization and actually did just sort of the regular jobs of the people in his company. Here, take a look.
I'm going to try doing your job. It's not going to be easy.
Don't do it too well. Try that one on and see if that fits.
It's very interesting.
We do everything from walking dogs to running up groceries to whatever the guests may need. We really never have to say no to a guest. I think we have a guest that's going to be coming down shortly, checking out.
Am I allowed to accept tips?
You are.
Let's go get a guest. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Did you enjoy your stay?
I did. Thank you so much.
Very good. Well, I'll help you with those bags. Look at this, right? You didn't expect this,
I
right?
did not expect this.
Would you like the purse inside?
Would you like this inside with you?
Thank you very much.
I tried to, There you go, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This is the first time I've carried luggage for anybody, including myself, in a long time. It's been a long time, but it was fun. The life of a bellman and working in a hotel is never easy. Good job. Good job.
I believe that somebody just called down for a dog walking appointment. I always keep a dog biscuit on hand just in case the dog is either nice or not so nice.
Very good.
Please
I hope it's not a vicious dog. Hello, how are you?
Oh my goodness.
I'm here to walk your dog.
Gosh.
We have a doggy
Okay.
park at the hotel.
Yes.
And I'm going to take you for a little walk.
Thank you.
Have a good time. I'll be back in a few
Thank you.
minutes.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Sorry. I think it's the gloves that got me. It's something about the gloves. As the bellman there of the Trump, I think that was the Trump Plaza in New York. There it is. It's always fascinating, I think, to remember that this guy had a very different life before he decided to run for politics. He always says it at the rallies. I didn't need this life. I had a pretty good life. And it's amazing what they've been able to do to him. How they've been able to destroy him. You know, Donald Trump used to be a Democrat. Donald Trump used to be a Democrat. And for a long time, he supported Democrats. He voted Democrat. He, donated to Democrats. And I think it's fair to say that if Donald Trump had actually decided to enter politics and run as a Democrat, the Donald Trump that you see portrayed right now in the mainstream media and on the news and in popular culture, I think would be a very different looking Donald Trump than the Donald Trump who ended up running as a Republican and daring to criticize people like, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton.